This one's for you, Morph. Ah!
Cal, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to speak with us. We're excited to be here at C2E2 with you, and we're even more excited about the return of X-Men, the animated series, in its newest form.
You're excited about the new X-Men series? Oh, look what I forgot. It's unbelievable. Then we've done 11 episodes so far. And the only thing I can tell you is that I saw for the first time on Thursday the animation, the new animation, because that's always a concern. What's it going to look like? It is phenomenal. And Disney animation, I saw Wolverine, I almost wept. It was like, oh, wow. So it's beautiful.
You've obviously had time to spend with this character over a couple decades now. How was it jumping back in for this incarnation with Disney? Was it any different?
Like riding a bike. It was just like, I was never worried because I do them a lot. And, since the show after 5 years was embedded in me, and I felt like when it ended that I lost my right arm or my brother. It's like I missed my brother. So when this came back, it was like, and I was always doing it, kids at the golf course that I play at and stuff, like, Mr. Dodd, can you do the Wolverine voice? Not a problem, bub. And they're like, yikes. So I keep fresh, like always there. And so when they made me, I auditioned for the role for the Disney reboot. Because legally they have to, like whether it's with AFTRA or whatever roles, you have to audition. The person just can't hire them. So, and being Canadian too, that was it, So I auditioned for myself, and I won.
I'm not gonna lie, you saying it just like that right now brought me back to being a kid again. So happy that you get to continue this character in this new form. What's the one quote that you get asked more than anything to do? Is it the Return to Oz? Is it I want to send you back to Oz in pieces? Is it Morph? What's the one that people ask you for at the conventions the most?
The expression or whatever?
Yeah.
For sure, at the beginning when I was doing it, since the Comic-Cons have been wonderful, and finding out the ones that they like. And it's unbelievable that just like, if you just say bub, they just freak out on the word bub. Like, not back off, bub. But then when you say that, they just really freak out. But one of the most famous ones was, I go where I want to go. That one for sure. And my favorite was when he was breaking into the Hellfire Club, and there's a guy with a gun pointed right at him, and he's got these things on. And he walks towards the guy that's pointing a gun at him. Not fearless, of course, he was fearless. Walking right at him, doing this wonderful speech as he's walking along. Just move that up a little. And it was like, I know what you're thinking, punk. Question is, can I get Wolverine before he turns me into shish kebab with those claws? Well, bub, seeing as how these claws are adamantium, the strongest metal known, and can slice through vanadium steel like a hot knife through butter, buddy, you gotta ask yourself, do I feel lucky? And I love that one.
There's so many iconic moments, and the fact that the X-Men animated series did something truly innovative, being serialized. For a kid show, that wasn't something we were seeing. It was always standalone episodes, but the thread of the B plot in season 1, allowing you guys to tell a bigger, more detailed story, was just something that hadn't been done. And now we're seeing it, of course, a lot more prevalently in animation. Did it feel like it stood out from that standpoint to you guys as you were crafting the episodes in the very early days?
What stood out is that it was definitely, this was not Bugs Bunny or a cartoon. It was like, no, this will be called an animated series. It was like a soap opera because it was on, and which is why they ended up doing that book. Did you buy that? Eric's book is from, Norm Spencer did the voiceover for the previously on X-Men, which is what Eric called his book. But they did that because you got a recap of what happened the week before, and you're brought up to date. And it was an ongoing soap opera, sort of, like, but with mutants, and I've never seen or heard anything like it, like an ongoing story that just kept giving and giving, and more funny lines from this idiot. And it was wonderful. The writers were crazy good.
My last question for you, are you recording as an ensemble, or is everyone recording standalone for this?
Same way we did. When we started this thing 30 years ago, we were all in the studio together, all 6 or 7 of us. Myself, Cyclops is next to me, Jean over there, Beast, Jubilee, and Gambit. Yeah, and that was all. And we did that for about 4 episodes, and it was great to see, acting. And of course, you had to pause for about 2 seconds after you said a line because it would leak into the other guy's microphone. And that's what the engineer said, this isn't working. I can't isolate you guys. So after that, we all went in separately. And that's what we do with this one, the new one.
Cal, we can't wait to see the new episodes. Thank you so much for speaking with us, and I can't wait to see what you guys have in store for us.
So